Welcome to BigDaddie Sports. I'm your host, BigDaddie.
LB Jenkins.
We're back with you once again talking about the hot topics in sports. Let's jump right in and change it up a little bit. NBA. So, let's fix the Dwight Howard problem. Let's change this. Let's just end it all. Instead of Dwight Howard leaving Orlando, how about we bring Darren Williams from the Nets to Orlando? Does that solve this situation?
I think so. What you sitting into the Nets?
Well, look, you can package Jameer Nelson, 2-1s, and probably Jason Richardson and send them up there. They may ask you for Anderson, the jump shooting power forward, but I think you do whatever you need to do to keep Dwight in Orlando, because you lose Dwight, Orlando's set back for some years.
Well, does that make the Nets better? I mean,
the 2-1s might help you.
Yeah, that will help.
Look, if Dwight don't go to the Nets, they're not keeping Darren Williams either. So then you're still garbage. You got to try to do something.
Make a decision. Let's just, I'm tired of back and forth. We got, 2 more weeks?
A little more than that.
For a trade deadline. Fix it. I mean, this is ridiculous. I want to go here. Oh, this team's doing well. I want to go here. GM, we're going to get him to stay. That's not what Dwight's saying. Y'all need to get on the same wavelength and decide what you're going to do. Fix it. Orlando had a team meeting the other day. Players only. What y'all saying? Dwight,
they copied the Lakers?
Yeah, they copied the Lakers.
Look,
players only.
The fact of the matter is, big picture, it's bad for the NBA if he leaves Orlando. It's flat bad for the NBA because that market then means nothing. He's talking about maybe Chicago. I don't think Chicago has the pieces to put the deal together. The NBA, for basketball reasons, as David Stern said with the New Orleans deal, needs to try to find a way to keep him in Orlando. Smaller market teams need stars, and hopefully Orlando finds a way to keep Dwight Howard there. Next up, do the Lakers need to make a deal in order to really compete for the West?
The Lakers need to make a deal, but at the same time, to me, who you gonna get? You go get Darren Williams. I'm sorry, you're gonna trade Pau Gasol for Darren Williams. You're losing Pau Gasol. There's another hole in that offense. Anything the Lakers give up, it actually makes your team worse, even though you're making another position better. I think they need a point guard. Go get somebody someone that's really like a Felton that was in New York. He went to Denver and still doing good. You need to find someone.
In Portland now, he ain't playing so good in Portland.
You need to find a player that's not an NBA All-Star, but it's serviceable and get the job done.
Well, look, if you want serviceable, I can find you somebody serviceable offensively that's not going to play defense. His name's Andre Miller, and he plays for the Denver Nuggets. Andre Miller has been around the block and can run a team. And that offense is struggling because it's Kobe or bust, and Kobe doesn't pass the ball into the post all that often. And so he's taking these wild, erratic shots. And if he's on, it's great. But when he's not on, that offense doesn't flow. If you bring in an Andre Miller, Andre will get everybody in the spots where they like the ball. Defensively, it's pretty much going to be the same because he's never been fleet of foot on defense. But offensively, the Lakers will look better in this change from the triangle offense. Next up, can the Knicks move up in the Eastern Conference rankings? Right now, they're the 8th seed, the 1 game under 500. Melo just came back. They're trying to figure it out. Of course, they got smacked in the 4th quarter by Miami. Can they move up? Can they be relevant in the Eastern Conference?
I think they can move up. The key is Carmelo now back. This team had a 7-game winning streak. Y'all all have to learn to play together. If they can play together, Melo, use a star, but let Lynn dish the ball out. Let him find your spot. Like you said, with the Lakers, at the same time, have a point guard, find each spot where they want to shoot, and the team can be better. They can move up. The Miami game, 4th quarter really, and the 4th quarter is what matters. And
Lynn was shut down. Look, it's one thing if LeBron D's you up and you can't do your thing. Norris Cole and Mario Chalmers checked Lynn, and he appeared to be lost. He's still learning to go left and things of this nature. There's a scouting report on him now, and they're playing better teams, so he's going to have some games like that. I'm not down on Lynn. That's just going to happen. He's only really been in the league 2 weeks. I think the thing with the Knicks, though, is twofold. One, what's happened to Amari Stoudemire on offense? Everybody's talking about Melo. Melo's going to get his shots, and Melo can make his shot. Amari is not getting the ball where he wants it, and sometimes it's not getting the ball at all.
Rebound.
Well, that too. But he's never been a good rebounder. And with his knees now he's probably not even trying as hard as he was before. Amari on offense needs the ball, and you need that low post presence. With Melo back, they're not going to him at all. The other thing is defensively. It can't be Tyson Chandler or bust. Everybody has to play defense. And when they were in the World Championships, Melo was touted as the team's best player because he could score from anywhere, but he played D too. He has to, if you're going to be the leader, you got to lead on defense too. You got to guard the other team's best player, and you got to play defense. If they want to go anywhere, it's defense. Otherwise, if they don't play D, they're first round out. They're flat out a first round out. And nobody wants to see that for the Knicks because, again, when the Knicks are good, it's good for the NBA as a whole. Next up, do you think Greg Oden's done?
Greg.
3 microfracture surgeries, 2 on one knee, 1 on the other.
Look, Greg Oden has been paid for the last 4 years to get surgery and sit on a bench. The man has played 4 years in the NBA and only have collectively 82 games. This is a problem. I know it's not your fault, Greg. You apologized the first time. It was okay. It was accepted the first time. You get into the league. You got microfracture surgery. You get to sit out. But this is continual. Then Portland just paid you another $8 million to sit on the bench and have surgery. Look, this is a bust.
I'm not arguing that he's a bust. And it's unfortunate because we really don't know what he could have been. Hopefully, for Greg's sake, he can come back. He said he's going to try to play. I don't think an NBA team is going to give him a shot, though. I think he's going to have to go D-League. And if he goes D-League, everybody's going to be gunning for him because if I get a dunk, I dunked on #1 pick Greg Oden. It's going to be really hard. But for his sake, I hope Greg Oden gets another shot. Next up, NFL. Combine has already started. It's going to run through the beginning of next week. And here's my problem with the Combine. We need to just change it to interviews because nobody wants to work out. Trent Richardson's hurt. Blackman's hurt. And now the quarterbacks, RG3 or Luck, are not throwing. Hey, look, if you're not going to work out and nobody really wants to work out at this thing, everybody wants to work out at their pro day. Because if I'm a quarterback, I don't want to throw the receivers I don't know because then if a receiver drops the ball, it makes me look bad. Mm-hmm. So everybody is skeptical, and it's not true. It's perception. It's not fact. And I'll prove it to you. Last year, before the Combine, Christian Ponder was slated to be a late first round all the way to third round quarterback. He went to the Combine and worked out. And he moved from late first round to possibly third round to being the number 7 overall pick.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But at the same time, you gotta look at it this way. It's like if you need the edge to show that you're better than what you're scouted as, then yeah, of course you want to do the Combine. But when you got Andrew Luck and RG3 who are like, I'm top 5 pick, they're like, no, all I want to do is make sure I secure my top 5 spot. And yes, you watch a game. How many people objectively look at a game and be like, oh, this person's had 6 incomplete passes, 10 incomplete passes, when it was actually 7 drops by the wide receiver? They'd be like, no, this person had incomplete passes. When you have 2 guys that are top 5 picks in the draft, they're like, no, I'm only going to throw to the players and the wide receivers. They're going to catch the ball, and I'm not going to make sure that no one messes up. I'm going to be in charge of my own destiny. So, I see their point. But at the same time, this is a Combine. Participate. This isn't a tryout. This is an optional that everyone, if you want to go into the draft, you should have to compete in the Combine.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go that argument, and I got 2 words for you. Cam Newton. And then, yeah. See, research your argument before you go all, off. Like, look, Cam Newton went to the Combine last year, and it wasn't great. He didn't blow them away with numbers. He didn't throw the ball that well. And where did he get selected? Right where they thought he would, #1. Throw the ball. It's not as big of a deal that everybody makes it out to be. It's not the end of the world. I mean, my God, Tebow went to the Combine and still got drafted in the first round. And you know what that looked like. He was skipping balls at the Combine too. Look, it doesn't change your draft stock like that. If you're a wide receiver and you go and you run a 4.8, yeah, that's going to change your stock. But as far as throwing the ball or catching the football, you're not going to change that. And even if you go run bad, okay, Anquan Bolden went and he ran bad. He ran a 4.7. Teams got scared. He still got picked in the second round. I mean, he still got picked in the second round. The Combine is not everything. It can hurt some people, but more often than not, it helps you. And I'm just saying, RG3, with your speed and the way you can throw the ball, If Luck's not going to participate, go participate and separate yourself even the more. That's all I'm saying. So, if everybody's going to go and not work out, the combine needs to just be interviews and physicals, and then we just go to everybody's pro day, because that's what it's become.
Well, as far as that point, I believe everyone should have to. Unless it's medical reason, Chip Richardson has to have surgery. Unless it's a medical reason, I believe that everyone should have to work out.
Well, you can't make them work out, but I'm just saying, if the trend now is nobody wants to work out. Running backs don't want to run. You want to, and the problem is, you know, when they grade your pro day, they grade it on a downward curve because every condition is set to you. It's your coaches, it's your receiver. They put you on the fast track so your numbers are better. If you know that, I mean, it's crazy. Change the combine. We hope somebody, though, this weekend is going to show themselves separate. If it's the kid from Texas A&M, you know, Osweiler's going to be there. I don't know, but somebody's going to show themselves separate because the stars are not going to work out. Next up, the clock is ticking, and it's almost that time for Peyton Manning. Where does he end up? Miami's going to bid. There's a billboard in Miami to get Peyton Manning in the Miami uniform. The Cardinals signed his quarterback coach. They think he'll come here. And then, of course, the media would just gush all over themselves if he goes to New York and you got Manning and Manning. Where does he belong?
Where he belongs in Arizona, because Arizona need a quarterback. All right, Jets. All right, New York. Well, it's all publicity. That, I mean, your brother's playing in the same stadium. He just won the Super Bowl. It's great there. Miami's the better fit for him. I think he would do better in Miami. They're already set. But at the same time, you say New York is set. Arizona has Fitzgerald. Miami could bring Reggie Wayne, who's from the U, loves Florida. I mean,
look,
any one of these choices.
It's Miami for several reasons. One, the Cardinals don't have the offensive line that's going to protect them. If you're going to invest in 4 neck surgeries now, then you need to protect the quarterback. They don't have that. They don't have a running game. And other than Fitz, the wide receivers are unreliable. I don't know if they'd really be willing to bring in Reggie. In New York, if you go to New York, it's Super Bowl or bust. You go to New York with Eli, your brother who has 2, and you go in first round playoff exit or some crap like that, oh, the media's going to eat you alive. He don't want that. But if you go to Miami and you have Philbin, who's going to bring the offense that they're running in Green Bay, and Jordy Nelson's available, and Reggie Wayne's available, and you already have Brandon Marshall, and you have Reggie Bush, and you have Jake Long at left tackle, and the offensive line is solid. They have Incognito on that line. All of a sudden, that situation is good, and it's not a dome. I know a lot of people are saying he'd want to play for a dome team, but it's warm weather. It doesn't get too cold down in Miami, and, you know, South Beach. I'm just saying. The fact of the matter is the Miami situation is pretty decent. And then, I mean, yeah, you got to play, Tom Brady twice a year. But that's the best situation. If you're looking for the easiest opportunity to win, Arizona. Best situation, though, as a team, is Miami.
Does Peyton Manning want to take his talents to South Beach?
Look.
Go in the same dome as his brother? Or go to Arizona warm weather?
Look.
And take the division. Let's be real. Just take the division.
Look, if Peyton comes, are they better than the 49ers? They can get in the playoffs, but are they better than the 49ers if Peyton Manning comes?
I tell you right now. Look,
now that's where he should go. That situation is where he should go, but him and Harbaugh would never get along. Yeah. That's set up for him.
Harbaugh calls the plays. Peyton Manning, you know, is
Peyton Manning is your own offensive coordinator. Everybody knows
i.e. why there was no need for Jim Caldwell.
Oh God, don't get him started.
I mean, Peyton Manning called the plays. Jim Caldwell got a chance to call the plays, and they went 2-14. Therefore, he was fired.
They went 2-14 because Curtis Painter was god awful, and that's why Bill Polian got fired. Look, the coach, look, he got stuck with Curtis Painter. Look, Vince Lombardi couldn't have won with Curtis Painter. I don't care who the coach is. John Madden couldn't have won with Curtis Painter. The kid's bad. The haircut was bad too, but the kid's bad. I'm just saying. When Dan Orlovsky comes in as the savior, that's telling you something.
Look, GM got fired because GM, Caldwell coach, your backup that's been there for 3 years should know some offense.
Look, wait. Jim Sorgi was there for years. Jim Sorgi was garbage. Look, you don't get, when Peyton's your quarterback, you get no reps. He doesn't give practice reps to the backup. So when was he throwing? When was he learning this offense? Part of it's Peyton's fault because he's selfish. That's why they can't keep him in Indy, because he's so selfish he's not willing to teach Andrew Luck, i.e. Brett Favre. The diva. That's all I'm saying. So
look, Aaron Rodgers came up real fine right after Brett Favre left. He got to watch greatness.
Look, that was a horrible situation. Aaron Rodgers will tell you that first year was horrible and he didn't want to be there. That's how bad it was. Andrew Luck is better than Aaron Rodgers coming out of college, and so he don't want to go through that. Peyton needs to go somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Also, next, your New Orleans Saints still ain't signed Drew Brees. I'm telling you. Now, they're probably going to franchise him so he can't go nowhere. But if they done,
Who franchises him?
you put the franchise tag on him just so if somebody tries to come get him, it's a one of the three. But I'm sorry. If I'm certain teams, I give up a one of the three for Drew Brees. If you Cleveland, and I'm not saying he's willing to go to Cleveland, but if you Cleveland, one of the three for Drew Brees? Yeah. If you
wait, hold on.
No, Drew Brees.
Problem in Cleveland. Problem. You gave up a 1 and 3, and you ain't got nobody for Drew Brees.
No, I'm just saying.
Drew Brees ain't got no.
Based on situation,
Miami might want to give a 1 and 3.
if Peyton don't go, look. But there's some teams. Let me throw it. Kansas City. They bring back Dwayne Bowe. Look. Drew Brees and Sean Payton were made for each other, but it's ridiculous that his deal's not done. The other thing you need to watch out for, what's going to happen with OCU New York. OC might not end up a Giant, and wherever he goes, OC is good enough to change your defensive line. Especially if you tandem him with somebody.
Past 3 years, OC ain't been leaving New York. Past 3 years.
I agree with that, but now
OC ain't going nowhere.
But now they got to pay him. Now, it's the final year of the deal, and you just won a Super Bowl. Everybody's market value just went up.
True.
Look out for OC. Look. OC could end up some places, and it can change your defensive line. I mean, he sack fumble. That's what he do.
Baltimore.
Hey, if we could afford it, and you put him with Sizzle, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Your whole front seven is just changed. If they tried to do it last year, but the Giants were asking for a 1, and Baltimore was like, the devil is a lot. But if the prices change, and you can put OC with Sizzle and Haloti and Johnson and an Agent Ray and Ed Still down the middle, I take that every day of the week. I'm just saying. But don't be shocked if that team in New York, the other team, tell OC just to switch locker rooms. They have no pass rush to speak of. You bring OC in there, it makes Calvin Pace better, it makes Bart Scott better. It's a little different.
Rex Ryan. That message.
That's all we got for you this week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hit us up on Twitter at BigDaddiek6.
LB Jenkins at Light Bright J.
Hope y'all have a good one. Later.